and it's just not looking great. Ledecky's selling. Simone Biles is selling. It's not good. Thankfully, the United States dicked down Iran last night. I had the audacity to put a unit on Iran to cover the 41-point spread. It came nowhere close. Nowhere close. Shout out to my boys from Iran, though. They put up a fight. They went on a 4-0 run. I thought we had the energy in them, but that was followed by a 20-0 run by the United States. The over hit in that game, which is a very public bet on that. But what am I doing fading the United States? I put real U.S. American dollars on Iran men's basketball team. It's tough for me to even accept the fact that I lost hard-earned units on that. But shout out Hadidi, big center for the Iran men's basketball team. Put up a fight. Shot 5 of 7 from the field. 15 points. But Damian Lillard had an incredible first half. It was the Dame Lillard show in the first half. He couldn't stop missing threes. It reminded me of Blazers ML. I already missed Blazers ML late night. Damian Lillard doesn't miss. Heat checks, logo checks, the whole nine. It was going on last night in that game. The women's water polo team sold. Lost to Hungary. An incredible goal by Hungary with 30 seconds left to take the lead. Behind the back, 360 no scope. Never seen anything like it. Shout out to my girl Maddie Musselman for the United States women's water polo team. Had 3 goals last night, but unfortunately Hungary took the dub. But the women's water polo team is not out of it. It is still group stage play. So we'll be seeing them again. I do not know who their next opponent is, but I love the women's water polo team. Got to get that gold. We need that gold from them, and we need that gold from the men's basketball team. The men's basketball team are 21-point favorites against the Czech Republic in their next game. Guys, I've got a 3-team Olympic parlay that I absolutely love, and I don't see how it loses. Tell me how this loses. Tell me how this 3-team Olympic parlay loses. Colin Morikawa to finish in the top 10 at -190. The United States to cover the 21.5-point spread against the Czech Republic. And Caleb Dressel to win the gold medal in the men's 50-meter freestyle. That 3-teamer is plus 265 odds. Guys, I think that's an absolute lock. I really do. I really do. I don't see this losing unless USA does not cover the spread. I think for sure Morikawa is going to finish in the top 10, and Caleb Dressel is the next Michael Phelps. So if the United States men's basketball team can just do their jobs, cover the 21.5, that parlay should absolutely smack. Absolutely smack. Fun fact of the day, guys. South Korea is mandatory military service, right? There's only one way to really avoid that, and that's to win an Olympic medal. So my dog, T. Lindstrom, on the Bookit Sports app, golf expert, golf sharp, he posted this morning that Sun Jae-im and Siwoo Kim are going to be playing for their lives. Look for them to be laser focused, laser locked in. They don't want to join the military service. They want a medal. So Siwoo Kim is plus 1,200 to win a medal, and Sun Jae Kim is plus 700 to win a medal. Look for them to be laser focused and finish with a medal. I think there's value there. T. Lindstrom, that's where I get all my picks from on golf. He's the real deal. He's legit. He's the man. Look for that one. I hope everyone's having a good week of betting. Last night for me, I had a 3-team parlay, underdogs. It's the dog days of summer. And so I took 3 underdogs and parlayed those. And we came so close. The Reds, why were the Reds plus 160 against the Cubs? I don't think there's any team in Major League Baseball right now that should be plus 160 against the Cubs, except maybe the Pirates. Maybe the Pirates. Maybe. But we cashed on the Reds. We cashed on the Yankees ML against the Rays. And unfortunately, the Oakland Pathetics lost to the Padres after going up 3-0. Such a tease. $100 would have paid $1,350. We came oh so close. Oh so close. So bummed out. However, little late night cooking session. I hopped on the live stream, cooked up a little cheeky 2-teamer with the live stream squad. If you were there, you should have cashed. Astros ML and the over 8.5 in the Padres A's game. Bink. That one smacked. That one smacked. Shout out to the live stream squad for cooking that one up. If you're not following my TikTok account, Bookit with Trent, go follow that. You don't want to miss out on these quick in and out, get in, get out. We're all here for one reason. That's to make some coin and throw a bet. Get in, get out. Go follow my TikTok account, personal account at Bookit with Trent for some live stream cooking sessions. But yeah, that we're gonna make some coin this week. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's so crucial that we finish the week in the green. We got to get to the weekend in the green so we can have some fun during the weekend and throw some lays. That's what it's all about. Got to finish the week in the green. Got to get to the weekend in the green. Got to give us a chance. You don't want to be digging out of a hole going into the weekend. Nothing worse than that. Nothing worse than that. We've got the NBA draft coming up tomorrow. My beloved Oklahoma City Thunder are sitting with the 6th overall pick. I saw yesterday the Thunder proposed a trade to the number 1 overall pick, Detroit Pistons, for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and some picks for the number 1 overall pick. And the Detroit Pistons said, nope. I'm pretty bummed, but low-key, I did not want to get rid of Shai. I did not want to get rid of Shai. There's one line for NBA draft picks that I can't stop looking at. Minus 130. We have Cade Cunningham. First of all, this bet, minus 130, you need all 4 picks to go in this exact order. Cade Cunningham to go number 1, obviously. Right now, that was minus 6,000 last night. It's now minus 10,000. So he's definitely going number 1, which is a lock. Number 2, Jalen Green. Jalen Green. Number 3, Evan Mobley. Number 4, Jalen Suggs. Minus 130 odds. Let's go to the locker room. Guys, talk to me. Who ruins this 4-order draft picks in the first 4? Mikey Overs, welcome to the show, boys. We got Mikey, we got Jason, we got Huncho in the locker room. Guys, who ruins this? Cade Cunningham going 1, Jalen Green going 2, Evan Mobley going 3, Jalen Suggs going 4. Mikey Overs, tell me why I shouldn't put 1,000 on this right now.
I mean, there's so many things that could happen with that 4th pick. Toronto seems to be trying to just absolutely deal everyone on their roster, and that pick might be a part of some of these dealings. But, if you're looking at it right now, Toronto keeps that pick. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I know Honcho has an absurd take about where he thinks the number 4 pick is going to go, but I don't think there's no reason to not sprink and bank that at minus 138.
Is it a nuke or a sprink and bank? That's the $1 million question here.
Oh, fucking!
I'm going sprink and bank because you don't know what's going to happen with that pick. It might get traded.
Scotty Barnes plus 300 to go 4th overall to the 3rd.
Huncho.
That is disgusting. That is
Huncho. So gross.
If you like money, you take that money. You sprinkle that plus 300.
Where do you go to school, Huncho?
The great Texas Christian University.
What'd you say?
The great Texas Christian University.
No,
I smell a little bias there.
No, he did not
Wait,
go to
that's where I went to school.
No, I said, where did he go to school, Huncho?
You went to
You went to Florida State.
$20, Dave has no idea where Scotty Barnes went to school.
You went to Florida State.
Yeah.
That's a bold move, making a bet after he just said what school he went to.
I thought you asked me where I went to school.
I'll take that bet, Mike. $20, I guarantee you.
Nobody gives a shit where you went.
Scotty
to school,
Barnes sucks.
Yeah, Scotty
Barnes
Barnes
does not need Scotty Barnes.
6'9"
I
point
saw
guard.
Scotty Barnes play in the Drew
They
League.
played him.
He was ass. He's terrible. He's big. That's it.
They asked him to play out of his position. It's the same thing that fucking LSU did with Ben Simmons. Like, he wasn't a point guard. He was just the most athletic dude on the team. So they gave him
look how well
balls
that worked out.
I mean,
Yeah, and Ben
Bones.
Simmons hasn't played point guard his entire career.
let's not talk like Ben Simmons not locked down on defense. Once he figure his shot out, he's gonna be good.
Dude,
That's
someone,
a big
somebody
hypothetical.
Joyce this kid.
Yeah.
Hold on, time out.
You're about to get Jim Joyce.
Ben Simmons is locked down on defense. Point blank period. He just can't fucking shoot.
Sounds like PJ Tucker.
Hey, and he got a fucking ring.
So is Jalen Green for sure going number 2? Is that a confirmed lock?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's going
All right,
to
so check the first 2 off the board. Number 3, Evan Mobley, lock. He's got to go 3. He has to.
Yeah, he's gotta go
A
through.
lot of people who actually have a respected NBA opinion, which are none of us, think Evan Mobley could be the best player in the draft, and he'll be available at 3 because we know Jalen Green's going to go to Houston. The only thing is, as a Cavs fan, we're just going to have trees in that starting 5. Jared
Trees.
Allen and Evan Mobley.
Can we
Absolute
not
trees.
talk about the Cavs?
Like,
How are you going to get past that in the paint with the 2 7-footers?
It's because they're fucking Cavs, dude. They're gonna suck regardless.
my brother told me that Evan Mobley is
think-
pretty much like a Porzingis, which I don't know if I'm happy about that.
I
A
don't think
Porzingis with a better shot. I mean, he's nice. The Cavs will take him. He'll be the best player available. He could be the best player in the draft. I'm just like, I don't know. Those are trees.
best player in the draft.
Do we think Mobley could squeak into the number 2 spot?
No,
That's what I'm
That's what I
scared of.
originally thought was going to happen.
Houston's taking it.
But
It's
nah,
the dream.
Jalen Green.
Anything can fucking happen. It's
Yeah. Well, thank you for that analysis.
it's the reality of it. Like,
Thanks, Huncho. Huncho, you got one more strike, Huncho, and you're getting Jim Joyce.
the only fucking lock is K Connor going 1. That's it. Like,
Oh,
everything
thanks.
else is up to air.
Minus 10,000. Should I
No.
lay that?
That's the
Yeah,
shortest thing I've ever heard Dave say in my life.
Sprinkle.
All right, guys. Huncho's VIP premium pick, Cade Cunningham, going 1 overall, minus 10,000. Lay the juice.
Exactly.
Lay it.
Yeah, this is Dave's second leg of a 2-teamer with Trevor Lawrence throwing 1 in the NFL draft.
Trevor Lawrence was minus 100,000.
That's an SB type pick right there, Dave. Thanks for the analysis.
You have to lay the juice.
Oh, we got Mike.
Who
Mike
just
Yover's
joiced
got Jim
him?
Joyce.
Whoa.
Mike Jim Joyce himself.
Mike Jim Joyce himself. We'll see you later, Mike.
Internet connection drops.
All
Yeah, overs.
right. Well, we had our
Try
first,
in reality. Take that bet. Take that bet. I'll ride it with you probably. Honestly.
minus 130. We got the odds on that were Cunningham, Green, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs. First 4 picks, minus 130. I'm nuking it. I will be nuking that for sure. Mikey Overs, welcome back. Guys, we had our first.
Maybe.
Oh, he's upside down.
What is going
He's from
on?
the upside down, dude. He's from the upside down. Guys, we had our first trade.
Yeah, put on those
blockbuster.
Stranger Things Blazers.
Yeah, he's been watching too much Stranger Things.
Did I get Jim Joyce?
Blockbuster trade in the NBA shook up the whole league.
Shook up.
Huge trade. Not really, but I mean, impactful trade. Valanciunas on the move. My dog Steven Adams is on his way to Memphis. I love Steven Adams in the Grizzlies jersey with Ja Morant. It's gonna be sick. Big Dave, what does this do for your NBA futures predictions?
Not a fucking thing, dude. Like, it's a fucking slow news week. Like, Valanciunas is not that fucking good. Steven Adams is like, only thing above average about him is his fucking mustache. Like, I'm tired of fucking talking about it. Like, wake me up when Dame comes to Dallas and we talking about actual contenders. Like, the Pelicans are still not going to make the fucking playoffs with this fucking trade. Even though they got Zion, they got Lonzo, they got Brandon Ingram, all that shit doesn't fucking matter. It's irrelevant.
I mean, they gotta get Zion in a nice situation to be able to make a deep playoff run, not be a fringe team.
Zion is to leave the fucking Pelicans.
And they did exactly that. They went out and got a superstar in Jonas Valanciunas.
I will say that on the topic of the Pelicans, I was at the club this weekend and I saw this dude who looks literally exactly like Lonzo. You see that guy? I
You go
Snapchat
clubbing,
this to
dude?
all my friends. I Snapchat this to all my
Yo,
friends.
Jason,
I
you
go, Lonzo
drink,
at the club.
Like what? It's like, by the
No,
way,
I'm
I saw this guy
bro,
that looks just like
DJing.
Lonzo Ball.
Breaking news: Jason goes out.
With Lonzo Ball. I want that on record too. The only thing I have to say about this trade is I actually saw someone interviewed Steven Adams asking if he's going to miss playing with the Pelicans, specifically if he's going to miss playing with Zion Williamson, and he responds, "He didn't die, mate." Only real ones get that. Only real ones get that one.
No way anyone gets that. No way anyone gets that.
That
Back
was-
reference.
Yeah.
I asked Steven Adams a question in a press conference about Enes Kanter when he got traded when they were both on the Thunder. I said, how do you feel about losing one of your stash bros? And he goes, well, he didn't die, mate. I'm literally playing him the first game of the season. And of course they were playing the Knicks first game of the season. Like it was just so classic. So classic. That's the story behind this mug here, Nervous Westbrook guy. My sister got this for me last year. Guys, I got a notification right before the show started. Ben Simmons to the Wizards ?
That's disgusting.
Can Ben Simmons bring a team to the NBA Finals?
That would turn the Wizards to a 10 seed from an 11 seed. Like they're not moving any with Ben Simmons.
I mean, I
Did you
think
just
Westbrook.
ask the question if Ben Simmons can make a champion, like actually make a team a championship contender? Is that an actual question you just asked?
I mean, yeah. I mean, still, I mean, you can the Shanghai Sharks.
What?
I mean, the Sharks. Yeah, I'll take the Sharks.
Ben Simmons can get an A on a group project. That's about it.
Also, I didn't get to say it, but in the NBA draft, Trey Mann is going to be the steal of the draft. We can now return to talking about Ben Simmons, but I just needed to say that before I got put in the upside down. Trey Mann is going to be the best player to come out of this draft.
What pick do you
Without
think
a
he
doubt.
goes?
Dude, he could go like maybe top 15 or like late second round. Like it depends on what team wants to take a shot on the kid.
This
I
analysis
love it.
today.
I'm
has
gonna
just
buy a
been-
Trey Mann jersey and I'm just gonna rock it every single day until he's in MVP of the league.
The
So
Oklahoma
he's
City.
either going top 15 or late second round. Book it.
Whoa.
Oh.
He Jim Joyce himself again.
He says what he said. Trey Mann. He's plus 1,600 odds to be drafted in the top 10. Could be some cheeky, sneaky value.
Or he couldn't.
Cheeky, sneaky value. The Oklahoma City Thunder, I've been a fan since day one, and we have not had a draft day anticipation like this in the history of the franchise. I can't even tell you the last time.
Day one meeting like when they moved to OKC.
Basically.
That would be, 2008. I was actually a fan of the Oklahoma City Hornets, believe it or not. Right here, look at this, an ancient artifact. I bet you no one you know personally even has anything like this.
I don't think I ever realized that was Oklahoma City Hornets jersey.
Dude. Hurricane
there.
Katrina wiped out the New Orleans Hornets back in
That's
07,
electric.
and they had nowhere to play, so they came to Oklahoma City, and that's where Chris Paul got his career started.
Audio podcast for those listening. It's a Chris Paul Oklahoma City
Yes.
Hornets jersey hanging on the wall.
Dude, I sat courtside for their first ever game, and that's when I fell in love.
Was that like a slight flex?
Yes, slight flex.
Who'd they play?
They played the Wizards, and it was one of the
With Ben
grossest
Simmons?
games I've ever seen in my entire life. The final score was like 78-62. I swear.
That's right. I went to a
Mikey Over's on a bunk
9-6
bed now.
Raiders-Browns game.
Yeah,
in the
dude,
rain.
I'm on a bunk bed. The Wi-Fi is absolutely going in and out. It's selling on me mid-show.
Hey, it's
I
tough.
mean,
Hey,
nothing's going right over here.
that's just how the way
I
it
think
rolls.
you have to
Is it?
automatically do the show forever now under the bunk bed.
And upside
Yeah,
down too.
bunk bed overs.
And upside down. A bunk bed overs. Bunk bed overs.
Is there Olympic hoops on right now?
3-on-3 hoops, maybe. Probably, but definitely not USA men's. Maybe
Oh, there's-
women's. Maybe women's. But Mike, as we were talking about Trey Mann, plus 1,600 to go in the top 10. Thoughts?
I sprinked and binked this morning. This morning, I
you
sprinked and
already
binked it.
already sprinked and binked it?
Dude, I had to. You got to cover the bases. You have to in
Yeah, I
the
don't
draft. You have to.
I don't think he goes top 10, to be honest.
Bro, Nico Mannion. Italy, Australia is down the stretch right now in hoops. Just to let you guys know. And Nico Mannion's on the floor.
Should I live line it?
Against Dellavedova.
Oh my God, Dellavedova. All right. Well, thank you guys for sharing your inputs on this NBA draft that starts tomorrow. Look for the Oklahoma City Thunder most active draft of all teams. 3 first-round picks. 3 of them. We're bound to land a superstar. I hope they get Zaire Williams with the 18th overall pick. They have the 6th pick, 16, and 18. Haven't had a first-round pick since literally I couldn't even tell you when. So I'm hyped. Big day for me tomorrow. Big day. Big day. Let's shift gears here. AFC North NFL conversation, guys. As we know, I've been breaking down division by division every episode. And right now, the AFC North, it's looking like a coin flip, kind of. The Ravens are plus 115 to win the division. The Browns, who I think have the best value to win the Super Bowl at plus 1,600, besides the Seahawks futures bet I already have, they're plus 145 to win the division. And the Steelers, I think, have really good value to win the division here at plus 450. Kind of disrespectful to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I thought it was an interesting note to add this one. The Bengals to have the worst record in the entire league at plus 1,100. I think I might just sprink and bink on that. However, I think the Lions could give me a run for their money. Same with the Texans. The Lions and the Texans literally are going to be dog shit. But I think the Bengals could find themselves in the running. In the running. Guys, let's go to the locker room here. We have 2 AFC North enthusiasts who I'm sure are going to have a thing or two to say about the odds to win the division here. Let's hand it off to Jason, diehard Cleveland Browns fan as of last season. Jason. Jason.
Can
the Browns win
the division?
You
cannot simply say that about me.
Can they
Especially
win the division
after
at plus 145?
Die hard.
Can they win the division at plus what?
At plus 145 odds, win the AFC.
They can win the division at plus whatever odds. Yeah, I think they can win the division. I mean, I think they have honestly one of the better rosters in football. Their offense was playing super well last season, especially towards the end of the season. All they're doing is getting Odell Beckham back, which I'm interested to see how that kind of plays in. Baker seems to kind of be the reason why Stefanski was such a good coach is he really played to Baker's strengths. They ran the ball a lot for second down, let Baker get in short yardage situations. But the problem was the defense. All they did was get John Johnson from the Rams, Troy Hill from the Rams, Anthony Wagner, linebacker from Walker from the Colts, Greg Newsome from Northwestern, kid they drafted the first round. So they're pretty much stacked at every position. So I think it's obviously just them and the Ravens, but I like their schedule. They got a lot of out of conference road games, which will be interesting, but I think the Browns should and could definitely win this division. But please do not touch them winning the Super Bowl. I don't want you involved in any Browns bets. I don't need the Trent Attyah.
I ain't touching that.
Oh,
shit.
You said that they have the bet. You said that they have the best value.
I'm already all over the Seahawks. I'm all Seahawks.
Okay, good. Good.
No one else. But
yeah, they should be.
I want you to sell me, Dave, on why the Ravens are going to win this division and beat the Browns.
It's simple. Sammy Watkins. Yeah.
Of all people, that's your answer.
Sammy Watkins. It's Sammy Watkins, and here's why.
That's the third strike.
Who Lamar needed was a true number one receiver, right? That's your go-to number one receiver. Marquise Brown wasn't it? He's a home run raider.
You're telling me Sammy Watkins is that man?
He's a number one. He's a solid guy. You can trust him on intermediate routes. He's going to be solid on slants, and he's seasoned. He's done it before.
He's a Popeye's biscuit from being a tight end.
Chill out. We're not going to disrespect Sammy. Sammy's not like that. Sammy wasn't the one leading the fucking Chiefs in receiving. Tyreek Hill was number 2 when they won the ring. Sammy Watkins is like that. And now he got trust in a contract year. It's done. It's a done deal in trust with trust. And on defense, you got Big Calais Campbell locking down the inside, Marlon Humphrey shutting down the half of the field he's on, and you got Deshaun Elliott at free safety to Joker like it's a dumb fucking deal. I want to talk about the Steelers real fast because last week their total was at 9.5, dropped down to 8.5 this morning. They're done. Like Big Ben is done. Like it's gonna be a Philip Rivers situation. They need a quarterback. Defense is solid, but their O-line suck. I know they got Najee Harris, but you can't be a beast if as soon as you touch the ball, there's a dude in front of your face. Like last season, Geno Atkins destroyed that fucking O-line. It's fucking done.
What do you know about offensive lines?
I mean, it's almost like I play.
Come on, man. They have Dwayne Haskins. What are you talking about?
It's fucking, it's fucking crazy, right? But no, I agree with Jason. The Browns do have like one of the best rosters in the NFL. I do think that they got the best roster in this division. However, I don't think Baker leads them to win this division. I do think that Baker
But you think Sammy Watkins leads the Ravens to win the division?
No, Sammy Watkins doesn't lead. The leader of the Ravens is Trust.
Yeah.
Trust needed a number one receiver.
Dave, Ravens have the second hardest schedule in the league this year.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Wow, I'm so glad you just Tim. I'm so glad you just said that because I'm literally looking at the schedule right now, and I was about to come in and be like, the only problem is that the Ravens have a dumb easy schedule. I don't see how they're losing. So like they got the Chiefs. Okay, they have the Raiders on the road. That's a dub. They got Chiefs at home. We'll say that's an L. Lions, Broncos, Colts, Chargers, Bengals, Vikings, Dolphins, Bears. Like those are all games, home or away. Like they're better teams. They're better than those teams.
Lamar is going to cook.
They play the Packers at home.
Contract year for him.
They play the Rams at home. All the good teams they play are at home, and then they play the division.
It's all right. That you become great.
Can we have a Sprink and Bink discussion about the Bengals over 6.5 wins at plus money? Jamar Chase and a healthy Joe.
What's more likely to happen? The Bengals hit their over and wins, or they have the worst record in the league?
There's zero chance the Bengals have the worst record in the league.
All right, clip that. We'll come back to this when we're 1-1.
I'm hammering
Zero
the under on
chance.
that.
It's gonna be tough. Like Jamar Chase is solid. Joe Burrow is gonna be back healthy, but like who's blocking for him?
Joe Burrow's going to be on his ass the whole fucking game.
Do we realize what was the reason?
I went on the record. Someone tell me the line for Week 1, Bengals Vikings. Timmy Bones.
Bengals Vikings. I believe it was 7.5.
Vikings?
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking Bengals spread and Bengals on ML. It's in Cincinnati.
Hey, if you're just
joining us,
Joe
this
Burrow
is
is
the
an
Attyah Hour.
No,
We got the locker room boys talking about the AFC North right now. But guys, I want to know: is the World Series, is the Super Bowl winner coming out of the AFC North? And if not, who's winning it?
Fuck no.
Ravens plus 1400. Book it.
Nick?
No way.
No.
No way. We got the Rams.
Rams. Seahawks, sorry.
As a seasoned St. Louis fan, I'm going against everything that I know is right and betting on the Rams to win the Super Bowl.
Why aren't the Bucks running it back? Somebody answer me that.
Hey, the Bucks to go 17-0.
Hard to win 2 in a row.
Yeah,
even if you're returning all those starters, like it's still. I mean, you saw what the Chiefs. Whatever.
But they do. I mean, they have the best roster in the NFL. Obviously, Tom Brady is Tom Brady, but it's tough. It's tough to go back to back. It's tough.
If the Bucks go 17-0, that's plus like 7,000 odds on FanDuel right now. If you're trying to pay a tuition or something, I think you bet on the fact that they don't. They do not go 17-0, minus 20,000. You're gonna have to lay quite some juice.
It's pretty much a lock. They didn't get hot till halfway through the season. And who knows if their defense stays healthy the entire season. That's what won them the Super Bowl. So it's
they ain't going to 17-0.
How much money would I need to put on every single team to not go 17-0 to collect
so you'd probably have to put $1 million down.
$1,000
million down to win about 1,000.
You'd probably put $1 million down to pay your 1 month's rent, probably.
Let's lay that juice. Let's actually lay that juice.
Yeah, I think we
How
can.
much does everybody have in their bank accounts? Right?
That juice feels good.
Yeah, me. Whatever you can, anything helps, and we'll lay the juice, and we'll get a squad around it. We'll get a squad around it.
Is that the squad play? That's the squad play?
No team to go 17-0.
No team to go.
That could be a nice little cheeky squad play, and just hope to God it doesn't happen, or else we're losing hella units. Probably 1 million units. It can't be down in the league. There's no recovery.
For week one of the season, you get half the teams out. So
That's
you're good.
true. That's true. That's true.
David, my
Get
fantasy,
over 6 wins this year as well, guys.
in my fantasy football losers championship last year, at about 9:58 a.m. Pacific time, so 2 minutes before kickoff, I started Sammy Watkins over T.Y. Hilton. Sammy Watkins finished with -2 points, 1 interception thrown.
Oh my god!
That
I
is
just want you
so
to know
tough.
that.
Go,
That is
Sammy.
And I lost by 4.
I'm not even
So-
gonna respond to that.
I don't know
That
if
is
he's
brutal.
that guy.
Remember these words: in trust we trust.
Sure, Honcho.
Ravens might win that division, but they're not getting past the Chiefs. Not
Yes,
getting
they are.
past the Bills. They're gonna get smacked in the
The
divisional
Bills not
round.
gonna win their division.
I'm
Who's
I'm
going to win the
pumped.
division?
I'm pumped for this NFL season.
Patriots.
It's gonna be Huncho is the most like diversified sports fan. He's got a Patriots debit card. He's the biggest Ravens fan. Yeah, who knows? Dude, who knows?
I'm a Lamar fan.
You never know with this kid.
I'm a Lamar fan.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for your input from the locker room on the AFC North. Enough of those dumbasses. Let's get to someone who actually knows where the value is, where the money's at, someone you can rely on and trust. The biggest homie on the Bookit Sports app, Capwize. How are we doing, my guy?
I'm doing good, man. This football talk is really pumping me up.
Dude, I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
So pumped. What do you got for us? Looking ahead to the NFL season, week 1. You're a big NFL guy. I know you're going to have your betting guides and all that. Pumped for all that. Talk to me. What are you looking at so far? What do you see value in?
So this one, I've actually posted a little bit in the Bookit Sports app. I haven't made it official yet, but I think and first of all, I like to wait until preseason is done or close to done. I guess, starters are going to play the first 2 preseason games and just injuries, because if you date back looking at the last few years, there's always like a significant injury one way or another, which sucks. Broncos had a few of those. Von Miller, Cortland Sutton. I mean, imagine if you were playing an over for the Broncos, right, in July, and then those injuries happen. I mean, you're done. So I've learned to be a little more risk adverse and try to wait till that's done. But of course, injuries can happen at any time throughout the season. But the one game that I'm really eyeing is the Cowboys and the Bucks. You want to take a stab at what side I'm leaning on, and the spread's at 6.5 for the Bucks.
If I were to guess, it's not the over/under. You're on a side here.
I'm on a side, yeah.
You're on a side. I would have to say you are on the boys at plus 6.5. I think that might be too many points for a marquee matchup in week 1 like this. Am I wrong?
You sir, are not wrong. You're correct. I like the Cowboys, 6.5. Now, I think this is going to be one of those lopsided public, versus the pros type play. Who wants to go against Tom Brady right now? They just won the Super Bowl. I mean, they dominated the Super Bowl.
Dominated.
Patrick Mahomes was running for his life. Now, of course, there was some offensive line stuff going on, but 6.5. It's always one of those numbers that it seems like, oh, okay, well, the Bucks just have to win by a touchdown. We're okay. But I'm telling you, the Cowboys are on a mission. And you know me, I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm the other horse fan. I'm a Broncos fan. So I'm high on the Cowboys this year. I like a lot of their futures, NFC East winner, over under. I'm just trying to narrow it down.
What are the odds on them to win the East?
Let me take a look. So the NFC East is at plus 140. I'm looking on Superbook. And then to win the Super Bowl, I don't know. So I don't know if I'm going to go that far, but I mean, at 25-1, it's not a bad play, but
value.
Yeah. And I mean, to make the playoffs, you're looking at minus 140. Actually, that's not the best value, but yeah, I think with Dak back, they're going to have one of the best offenses, I think, in the NFC. I mean, You got Gallup. You got CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper. They're loaded. So
They're loaded.
On paper, they look great, but I mean that's half of the battle, right?
Yep. I feel like they look great on paper every year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that's. But this is the one year though. I feel like every year the Cowboys fans are like, "Oh, this is our year. This is our year." It's almost weird that I'm not hearing that as much because I think they're starting to like pump the brakes and maybe finally learn that it's not always going to be your year, but maybe that's the reverse psychology, the good vibes we need for the Cowboys to actually have a good season. So
exactly. Their hopes are high and everyone's kind of remaining quiet. I don't hear the Cowboys fans saying it's our year either.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to. It's like, hey guys, it's almost August. What's going on here? So,
talk to me about your Denver Broncos. I know that there was some speculation about Rodgers going to Denver. Obviously, that is not happening anymore. But how do the Broncos shape up in that division? I have a futures bet on the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl.
Okay,
but what do you think about the Broncos?
So the Broncos are in a precarious situation. Of course, any sort of quarterback battle headed into training camp is not ideal, I would say, in the NFL. College, it's okay. You can kind of get away with that because it's like, hey, the best guy is going to come up on top. But I feel like with NFL, there's so much more that goes into it. Teddy Bridgewater, you know what you're going to get out of him, right? Like he's like a 6, maybe 7 out of 10 max, like on a scale 1 to 10 with like a Mahomes, Brady being like a 10. Drew Lock right now and how he played last year was like a 3.
Yeah.
So the Broncos and the organization are like, can Lock jump up to like an 8 or a 9? And in my opinion, I don't think he can, but there's still some upside there, apparently, from what they've seen. But, I'm an X's and O's guys. I played college football. Northern Colorado.
There you go. I didn't know that.
Out here in Greeley, Colorado. Shout out Greeley. But he doesn't know how to disguise or read a coverage. He's throwing into coverage. I don't care how far you can throw a football or how accurate. I don't care if you can throw a football over the mountains. If you can't read a coverage, you're done. And he's struggled with that. So the turnovers have killed us. You see the Broncos poster right behind us, but I don't have a lot of high hopes for the Broncos this year, but our defense though could be a top 5 defense. So at least for that, there's a glimmer of hope, but I wish we would have got Aaron Rodgers. So
no, that would have been game changing, obviously.
Yeah.
What would be your best piece of advice for sports bettors going into the NFL season and ways to be smart about betting against or for the spread?
So there's a few things. I would say one, there's 18 weeks. So you don't need to blow your bankroll week 1. I mean, everyone's going to be excited. You're going to want to have a lot of action, but just remember that the last thing you want to do is to lose, like 4 out of 5 bets week 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just kind of down on yourself and your bankroll's low too. So that's one thing. 2, start placing more bets earlier in the week. I would say by Sunday morning, the lines are so tight. It's the most efficient market in the sports betting space, the NFL market. By Sunday morning, that line is just so tight, and I don't know how someone can really find value come Sunday morning, one side or the other. And it's hard enough to find value even earlier in the week. So it just goes to show, like, you have to jump on these numbers early, and you don't necessarily have to have all your bets done by Monday, but maybe place one Monday, find another one you like Wednesday, and then you typically start seeing the significant line moves from like Wednesday to Saturday, I would say. So try to get on those numbers a little earlier. And the last thing, Trent, I would say totals. I think there's more value with totals than sides. You talk to most pro handicappers and they'll agree with me on that. So I would say, try to take advantage of more totals than sides.
How many bets per week on the NFL do you usually take?
So it really depends. Actually, I tell people not to have like a set number just because maybe some weeks you find more value and some less. But I would try not to go over. I mean, for us, it's like 5, but that's not including props, right? Props are a whole nother thing.
Oh,
but
you're a big props guy.
I love my props, but I would say for totals and spreads, I mean, you shouldn't be going over 8 or 10. I think at that point you're just, flipping a coin. Like, to be honest, if I were to go through every NFL game and try to pick against the spread and the total, and do that for the whole season, I'm going to come close to like 52% and not profit. And I would say I'm up there. It's just, that's just how it is. I mean, it's such a tough market. I mean, it's really hard to come up on top if you're betting almost every game. But if you want to do that, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not your I'm not your dad.
Oftentimes I get screwed over by the hook with these NFL spreads.
The hook, man.
What are your thoughts on buying points, and would you recommend it?
So the only time I recommend buying points is if you can get it to a key number, and that may surprise some people to say, like, I'm kind of against buying points, but the reason is if you're buying points and buying the hook almost every game, you're losing a lot of potential profit.
Yep.
And it's easy for someone to say, they're like, oh, if I would have bought the hook, I would have won or pushed versus lost. Or you end up pushing versus a win. But I think you have to be careful doing that over and over and over again, just from what I said, because you're leaving money on the table. But if you can buy points, especially in games with lower totals, so anything like 41 and under, which essentially means the game's going to have less variance. Definitely try to buy points in those scenarios, especially if you can get it to like a 3 versus a 3.5 or 7.5 to 7. But a lot of books, it depends. Some don't let you buy a point on a significant number. So
yeah,
it depends.
Is there a team in the NFL that you will refuse to bet on?
You know what? Actually not. But one team I hate betting on is the Raiders. They've screwed me over a few times, and I'm a Broncos fan. Yeah. So anytime you bet on your rival and they lose, it almost feels like you lost another unit.
Yep, it does.
In a way. So, I try to avoid that. But, of course, naturally, our Capwize model is probably going to love the Raiders. It's just going to be like, that's how the universe works, Trent. You know how it goes.
Yes,
it's gonna love the Raiders every week. I'm gonna be like, damn it, I jinxed myself. So
yeah, Capwize has got a model. Go check it out at capwize.com. He's also going to be selling some plays for the NFL, where those can be purchased directly through the Bookit Sports app. He's verified on there. Capwize, who's your favorite pick to win the Super Bowl as well as MVP?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out because I have a few that I like to win the Super Bowl, and I'm just trying to narrow it down. But for the show, I'm going to say Colts at 25-1.
Ooh,
I think the Colts. Likes that. Yeah, I heard him too somehow. I think with Wentz, I mean, if he can stay healthy, they have a top 5 offensive line. They have a lot of weapons. Michael Pittman Jr. is a guy who I think he's going to have a breakout year. USC kid, really physical. His dad actually played back in the day. So I think the Colts have a good shot. And they get to play the Jags and the Texans 4 times total. That's always nice. That's great.
Always a pleasure.
So for the awards for MVP, let me see where this is at. It's going to be Dak Prescott. I just have to
knew it.
I just have to find the number. I mean, if he stays healthy, he's at least going to have a good year, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Let me just.
That seems to be a public favorite to win MVP at Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that, but it's 20-1. But yeah,
20-1. Nice.
Not bad. I mean, that's some value. Also, another one's Justin Herbert. If no one's sold on him yet, really? You weren't watching the Chargers last year because he played out of his mind, and then Anthony Lynn just literally lost them 4 games because of his play calling.
Yeah.
So that dude is a stud, and it pains me as a Broncos fan because we have to see him twice. We have to see Mahomes twice. That's not
fun.
So,
that's not
fun.
At all.
Yeah. So
talk to us real quick before we wrap it up here about your model and where we can access it and how it works.
Yeah, so we're really revamping the design up, and it's almost done, and it looks really good. I mean, I'm super excited for it. And then on the back end, my co-founder Nick, he's the one who's building the models and the simulations, and basically we take a lot of different variables and factors into play, and we basically determine how predictive they are, and then it will spit out a simulation score. And last year in the NFL, on our system plays, we did around 55%, which is really good. So I'm pumped about that, rolling that into the football season. And then we'll have props this year, which we didn't have last year. So super pumped about that. But yeah, you can find us capwize.com. Find me on Twitter. We'll have a version that's free for everybody. And then we'll have the premium version too. And then of course, those picks that are for the premium subscribers, you'll be able to find those on the Bookit Sports app too. So that's how we're kind of integrating it into Bookit. So I'm so pumped for football season and college football too. I mean, college football, you guys might need to have me on for another one.
Absolutely.
We could talk about that for hours. So
absolutely. One more question I have for you. It's National Fade Chichi Gonzalez Day. Do you like the Angels tonight and the over? I need to know.
I do like the Angels. What's the line at?
The over or for the Angels?
Actually for both.
The Angels are heavy juice today. It's at around -200, but I like them on the run line. And then the over's at 9. Andrew Heaney is pitching for the Angels. They're ace, which I don't like too much. But
yeah, Heaney.
When Chi-Chi's on the mound, I love fading it.
I think I like the run line for the Angels the best.
Yeah.
Probably like -120.
Yeah, it's even right now.
Yeah. So probably that one. Also, I have to share this crazy stat with you that I saw from Covers about the MLB season. So this is insane. So the over-unders on the season are about even.
What?
Through the whole season, yeah. So let me pull up the exact stat. Like I was like, wait, is that correct? I think it's 750 to the over and then 748 to the under.
No way.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It shows you. I mean, Vegas knows what they're doing.
They do.
So,
they do.
And with all that sticky stuff, with all, everything, and you'll hear people say, oh, pound the overs, pound the unders.
Yep.
At times.
Yep.
End of the day, like it's around the same number. That's what they're shooting for. That's really good.
Yeah. I mean,
shows you how tough it is. Yeah, shows you how tough it is to bet on baseball at times.
Literally. There's a reason the wind's made of marble. Well, Capwize, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate your time as always. Give them a follow on the Bookit Sports app at Capwize, verified handicapper. We'll definitely have you back on for some college football and NFL a little closer to the season starting, but appreciate your time today.
Yeah. Last thing, someone said no Aaron Rodgers and Randall Cobb talk. So you can you can take that one. All right, man. See ya.
All right. Thanks, brother. That was Capwize. Absolute man. Love that guy. He's a day one OG. Has always believed in me and the team here at Bookit Sports. And he's the man. So go give him a follow. Little new segment that I'm super excited to roll out today. We're going to be reading some TikTok comments. As you guys know, I'm pretty active on TikTok. That's where I make most of my content to then transfer over to the Bookit Sports app. And as you know, I'm classified as the Fade God, Darth Fader, whatever you want to call me. I get chirped on that platform, like unlike anyone else, I think. But you just got to embrace it. I don't let it get to me. That doesn't bother me. I'm the one putting my face out there talking locks, and people are just hiding behind the cameras and being keyboard warriors. So let's take a look. Tim has dug up some ruthless comments. Let's hear what they are, Tim.
So some of these people, some of the guys try to have like well thought out jokes. Other dudes just really don't care, and they're just trying to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
So one of these guys He's definitely trying to deliver a joke here. He says, this guy motivates me. No matter how wrong I am, I'm never as wrong as Trent. Which,
hey, I'm glad I can be your motivation daily, brother. What's his name?
That dude's name is Shane.
Shane. Shout out Shane. Glad I can find a way to motivate you.
But a guy who doesn't care about delivery, he just straight up says, this is on one of your Nerfy posts that busted, the one or two Nerfies that didn't hit. He goes, I was there, saw it live. Get fucked, Trent. Pansy.
Well, I'm glad you saw that 2-run gagger by Rizzo absolutely dick me on the Nerfy. Thanks, Dick, for the rude comment. People love pushing me when I'm already down, or and that's foul in the industry of sports betting. You already lost money. Why you got to push them down with your mean words? I'm already down. I don't give a fuck though. Keep going.
My last and favorite one. This was on your Open Championship TikTok. This guy said, I would rather relive my mother's death than take this guy's picks. And after all the digging, I don't think I can find anything worse than that. This man is willing to live the most traumatic moment of his life just to avoid writing you.
That is, damn. That one, I take that one a little personally.
Mr. Por Favor is his name.
Mr. Por Favor. Por Favor. That's brutal, dude. You would rather relive your own mother's death than ride my picks.
It's got to say something.
I think that's a bit much, my guy. That's a bit much. Locker room. Let's go to the locker room, guys. Do you think I deserve these types of chirps? Like, it's pretty messed up.
Mother's death.
Can you read the first one again, Tim? Tommy Bones?
The first one? What was the first one?
The first one says, this guy motivates me. No matter how wrong I am, I'm never as wrong as him.
That's fucked up.
I mean, that's just wrong, dude. Like you really hate my picks that much that I bring motivation to your day. Like,
dude, I mean, you got people saying they'd rather relive a funeral and a death than take one of your picks, man. I mean, that's vicious stuff, dude.
That is some tough shit.
I mean, yeah, and I give out a plus 3,000 odds bet, and I'm getting ripped because it didn't hit. It's like, bro, you came in second place,
dude. That's why I've been trying to tell you, just give the people 32, 17-0, no bets. Those will hit. Like, stop giving them these plus 3,000. Just give them go make a TikTok right now and just say Cade Cunningham. No,
I mean, shit. I might as well just fucking call myself SBE and sell those in a VIP premium.
Make a TikTok and say I have a sharp bet. This is for sure hitting.
VIP premium
Cunningham.
nuclear whale play.
VIP premium diamond whale plays for my VIPs only. Minus 400.
Cade Cunningham will go number 1 in the draft.
I haven't got the email yet, though.
Cade Cunningham, that's Huncho's VIP premium. Sneak peek.
For sure. Also
Huncho,
go ahead, Jason.
I looked at these 2019 Kansas City Chiefs stats. Yeah. Your outrageous claim that Sammy Watkins led the team in receiving yards.
Yeah.
Just so cap.
So
First of all, Travis Kelce did.
Cap.
Tyreek Hill had the second most receiving yards. And then you said Sammy Watkins had more receiving yards than Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, all that.
So you were like straight up capping?
So look here. Yesterday, in the Slack channel, I said, and I recall, Dak for MVP. And the Cowboys were going to win the NFC East. And
that has a lot to do with what I just said.
Me and Capwize had no quid pro quo.
Sure.
The exact same words that came out that man's mouth. Also, I want to point out, Cowboys win totals are 9.5. Smash the fucking.
What did that have anything to do with what I just said?
It doesn't, but it matters. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you just straight up lied about Sammy Watkins.
But yeah, like, did you? I'm trying to ask if you just straight up were lying. Like, if you just knew you were lying and you're like, I'm just going to go with it. Maybe no one will notice that said Sammy Watkins and more yards than Tyreek Hill.
You just got to throw it at the wall.
Well, we got months, a couple weeks, and some months to talk about NFL. But we've got games today. We got MLB.
Yeah,
today.
Are you guys watching handball right now?
We got MLB baseball today. Fat slate. A lot of movement on the trade block right now. Scherzer could be on the move within the next 12 hours. The Dodgers, the Giants, the Padres are the front runners to land Scherzer. That could change everything for MLB futures. but fuck the future. Let's talk about plays today. I'm going to ask for a lock from each and every individual in the locker room. But before that, let's get to America's Nerfy. Please, Nick Yale, roll the clip. My Nerfies have been absolutely sucking lately. I keep getting hoed. by 2-run gaggers in the bottom of the first.
Ass water.
Absolutely hoed. Rizzo nuked one. Contreras is nuking one. Baez is nuking one. Fucking John Lester. I mean, I can't catch a goddamn break right now.
When John Lester
But I hit one yesterday. Unfortunately, it wasn't a official America's Nerfy because it wasn't the show, but still hit it. And guess what? We're running it back because I want to spread the love and give the audience an opportunity to make some coin on this Nerfy. We go to Arlington, Texas, or is it Arizona?
I'm taking Joey Gallo home run prop.
No,
sure.
can't have that. We go to Arlington, Texas, where the two dog shit teams of the league go head to head. 6 outs. That's all we need. Nothing crazy. Just give me 6 goddamn outs. Why is it so hard? Why do we make it so hard? It's 6 outs.
Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway. She's gone.
No. This is a Nerfy, America's Nerfy, no run first inning. We go to Arlington, Texas, Rangers, Diamondbacks, book it. Shout out Chi-Town Bets for getting me on that one yesterday. Let's run that shit back, Turbo.
Get a big.
I love Kim on the mound. I love Kim on the mound. Cardinals never score in the first inning. The Guardians scare me.
That's my lock right there.
What?
It's pretty, we got to put it in. Yeah, we got to put it in the next 10 minutes though. The game starts in.
Starts in 10 minutes.
But yeah, I saw J-Dow Betts post on the Bookit Sports app.
I'll tell that.
Came to 16-1 Nerfy this season. Please sack for the the Guardians. The 7-1, giving up no runs in the first inning of the last 8. Both teams 9-2 with Nerfies since the All-Star break.
Wow, Jason.
So
thanks for
anytime there's a bet where the Guardians won't score runs, seems pretty sharp to me.
Thanks for making yourself useful. That's some interesting stats. And if you want
to all
J-Dow,
I literally just read J-Dow Betts posts. I do know how to read.
Hey, I love that Nerfy. If you want to throw a little cheeky 2-team Nerfy parlay, here's your chance. That game starts in about 10 minutes, and I could see Jose Ramirez nuking one in about 12 minutes. So I hope that doesn't happen, but I love the Diamondbacks Rangers Nerfy. Before we get to your guys' locks of the day, I have a lock of the day, and I have a lock of a parlay that Mikey Overs is going to absolutely love, and I'm going to make him ride it with me.
Let's hear it.
Here it is. 4-teamer, all overs. Yeah, you heard me. All overs. Absolutely love it. It's the Angels over in Anaheim. I mean, they're going to be hitting nukes in Anaheim, as they always do. Angels overs. The best bet in all of baseball is the over in Anaheim, and there's no debating that. Over 9.5 runs at plus 100. The line's already going up. Before the show started, it was at 9. Now it's at 9.5. If you haven't placed it yet, you're already fucking losing money. The next one, 8.5 over Astros and Mariners. This hit with ease last night. I gave that one out to the squad, part of the squad 2-teamer. Let's run that shit back, Turbo. Over 8.5 in the Houston Astros game. We're going over 9 runs in the Diamondbacks Rangers game. 2 dog shit teams. Run it back. And then the over 8 runs. We'll also hit this one last night with ease. We got the A's and the Padres. Over 8. That parlay is plus 1,330 odds. And Mikey Overs, we'll see you for the late night sweats when you're going to be sweating this one out.
I just binked that.
All overs.
I actually banked that.
All overs. I don't see one of those not hitting. But my lock of the day is the Angels run line, actually. Why? Because it's National Fade Chichi Gonzalez Day. Chichi Gonzalez is on the bump for the Rockies, and there's nothing more fun than fading Chichi Gonzalez. So that's my lock of the day. Angels in the over, nothing better. But my 4-team overs parlay, you can find that on Bookit Sports if you haven't already heard it. But let's hand it over to Mikey Overs. We need one lock in the MLB. I don't know what this punishment's going to be, but as we progress through the show more and more with repetition, we'll come up with some structure on how we dictate who needs to do what when they lose bets. But Mikey Overs, what's your lock?
I'm going Phillies -1.5 against the Nationals. I'm feeling it. The Phillies have it. Bryce Harper to the crib, but that's going to be my lock of the day in the MLB.
Bryce Harper to the crib.
Crazy analysis.
That's some of the best analysis I've heard all year on the fucking MLB bets. Jason, that hat is elite you are wearing. Nothing better than Arrowhead water. Jason.
Arrowhead water, the best bottled water in the
best
world.
bottled water you can find. I don't know why it says pure Arizona. Is it? I thought it was a California water.
Yeah, well, I did too, but I haven't fact checked, but I'm going to assume that it is based out of Arizona. Now, maybe there's a lake in Arizona.
Is it not based out of Arrowhead, California?
No.
That's
I don't think so.
Misleading.
Yes.
Jason, what's your lock of the day?
I don't know. Hold on. So does this have to be baseball?
I mean, yeah, unless you got a fucking Russian handball play.
Well, I love Canada women's basketball -18.5, but I guess
no. Give me an
baseball.
MLB lock. Give me an MLB lock.
Okay, and it can't be that Indians Cardinals nerf you already said.
No, needs to be a full gamer.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
All right,
Full gamer.
Someone else go. Come back to me. I was preparing a whole Canada spiel, but
All right, I'll jump in and go Yankees money line on the
damn
road.
it was mine.
In Tampa. You got Michael Wack on the mound. He's ass.
They
He's
won
ass.
yesterday. I had them plus 140. I was free coin.
He's ass. So give me Yankees money line on the road.
Against those Rays bats?
Big bats.
Michael Wacha sucks, so yes.
All right, you heard Nick Yale. Timmy Bones.
I have purchased a first-class ticket on the Mariners bandwagon for the rest of the year.
Whoa.
Since I went to that game. The Mariners record as an underdog, they are 48-28. The Astros record as the favorite, they're under 500. So I'm screaming. I'm going Mariners today.
They're under 500 as a favorite? How have they not been the favorite in almost every game?
They are 37-41. Houston Astros when they're favored.
What?
Yep. I'm taking Mariners plus 110 today. They've won 4 out of their last 5. I love them.
The Mariners have won their last 4 of the last 5. They just lost 2 straight to the Astros.
Mm-mm.
Or
You
no,
guys are getting thrown
they beat
around
the
in this locker
Astros in
room.
that ridiculous comeback. And then it almost happened again last night, but thankfully
We just
the
don't
Astros sealed the deal.
They're getting hot. They know they're a French team right now. They're like 6 out of the division, 1 out of the wild card. They know it's time to start buckling down and playing some baseball.
No, if there's
They're
a
going to
team
get good real quick.
if there's a team to hop on the bandwagon train right now with the hype, it's definitely the Seattle Mariners. They're dope. They're sick. You see that guy Toro last night? Abraham Toro got traded. He was on the Astros, or it might have been the Mariners. I don't know which team he started with. I totally forgot.
You went from Mariners to Astros, right?
What?
I thought he went for Astros too, man.
He got traded to the Astros?
Oh man, which one was it?
Or
Well, I mean, usually in a trade, I guess like someone goes to one team, the other person goes to another team. So maybe I don't know which
All right,
person.
Dick.
Which person are you talking about?
Dude, okay, so regardless, I forget which team he started on. I'm pretty sure it was the Astros. He got traded to the Mariners.
I think it was
But
the Mariners.
The night before, he hit a home run for the Astros, switched uniforms, and hits a home run for the Mariners. It was absolutely electric. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. In the same series, pretty freaking cool there. Abraham Toro, love that. Love that. Jason, did you give us your lock yet?
No, I got it. White Sox at KC, Giolito on the mound. White Sox -1.5,
That's such a
-106. It's a lock. They've split the first 2. It's a 4-game series. So I mean, I would think looking at that series, the White Sox should take 3 out of 4. So I see them.
Almost lost yesterday. White Sox came up clutch early or late.
Yeah, they won.
game
Well, they
last
won by 2
night.
runs. They covered.
Clutched
KC
up.
won the first game of the series.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Giolito on the mound. LA kid, Burbank kid.
I think
So
White
I guess
Sox
that makes
first
you like them
five.
more.
White Sox first five could be a move, but that's Jason's
Yeah.
lock. Run line, White Sox. Huncho.
Yeah.
There's nothing about baseball.
Guardians under 9. Only reason I'm taking this is because my dog Bets Daily on the Bookit Sports app is on there. He's putting 2 units on that. That's his
All right.
pick for today. And I want to remind the people at home, tomorrow, Scotty Barnes plus 300, 4th overall pick. Book it.
Get out of here.
No, you're
Get out
fading
of
both.
here, dude.
You're fading both actions on those picks for me. I have the over in that Guardians game, and I do not have Barnes going 4th overall. So
No one does.
shut up, Huncho.
Wait, Trent. Before we wrap this up, can we
Jim Joyce Huncho first before?
Yeah, can we
Toss it.
He honestly has
Huncho.
nothing to provide with baseball talk.
Yeah,
either.
in him out.
Like
Jim
we
Joyce.
ask him for a baseball lock and he gets into Scotty Barnes.
He doesn't even
But,
know who Jim Joyce is.
Yeah, definitely not. Can we talk about this Dodgers Giants series with Bueller on the
No,
mound today?
I'm not. I actually refuse to talk about it. I'm banned
don't
from
wanna touch
betting on the
it?
Dodgers. No, I haven't bet on the Dodgers in the last 5 days. I still have 7 more days.
Trent, how many tickets behind you have dog?
How many tickets have Dodgers ML? I would say about maybe
Yeah.
40, 45, 50% of them. Holy dude, when did I put $1,500 on the Avalanche? When did that happen? What? Dude.
Time to wrap.
Grand
Yeah,
Canyon
Phil
minus
puts that in
10.
post.
Grand Canyon. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I feel like buying a half point.
You are single-handedly
hit.
keeping the Tamarack Casino alive right now. You are running their books.
No, there's some funny stories on here. Funny stories. Give
There
me
was a
back
night
college
during March
basketball.
Madness. There
Look at
was
this
a night during
CVS
March
receipt,
Madness.
dude. Listen to this. Listen to how gross this one is. Bills, Eagles, Colts, Cowboys, Clippers, KT Wiz, LG Twins, Lightning, and Blue Jays. That is a CVS receipt parlay. Holy shit.
What'd you put on it?
And that's a $150 donation. Jesus Christ.
You put
that's
150
bad.
on that?
KT
You put
Wiz.
150
That's how
on
you
there?
know it was I was trying to get out of some sort of hole. For
KT
sure.
Wiz, you're just
Dodgers ML tonight. That's the pick. I've decided they're winning today.
Dodgers ML.
There was
Okay.
there was a night during March Madness where Trent and I stayed up till 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. cooking for the next day. Bought a bucket load of points for every favorite,
Yeah.
and it was a 5-teamer, and every single one lost. Like literally every single one lost. And I wish we had the physical tickets for those because those were like so stupid. Just so stupid.
Well, guys, what a great show this was. That has officially been an hour on this beautiful episode of the Attyah Hour. Coming at you live from Reno, Nevada every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We switched up the times from 8:30 a.m. PST to now 9 a.m. Pacific. So you can find us on Twitter and Twitch, and a lower quality broadcast over here on TikTok for those who like enjoying the live streams with the chat right here in front of me. But yeah, Attyah Hour, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, powered by the Bookit Sports app, the best place to interact, engage, consume content, all about one thing only, and that's sports betting. Download now for free on the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. Build your account, start growing a following, post content, and establish a presence in the industry of sports betting within the community of Bookit Sports. You won't find a better community to be a part of, whether it's riding bets together, throwing parlays together. It's the best place to be. It's so much fun. I don't know what I would do without my Bookit Sports squad. Shout out to the Locker Room Boys for making this show so fun. Shout out to Capwize for joining us today. Angels in the over. Jason, welcome
I
back.
interrupt this this close to report that Ken Rosenthal has tweeted that the A's are getting Starling Marte.
Wow. Sterling Marte on the move. League-shattering news. Not really, but Sterling Marte is on the move. That just means that the Marlins bats just got that much worse. Right? Marlins? Can you confirm? Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure I didn't fuck that up. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. The show gets better and better every time. Thanks for sticking around, watching. Let's win some coin today. I couldn't think of a better time to beat the books. I'm going to be throwing a couple parlays. I need some time to consume the content on the Bookit Sports app, see where my sharps are at. You know, I feel like taking a trip to the Midwest and buying Midwest Mike's package today. So stay tuned on the Bookit Sports app for more on that. For all my picks, all my plays, all my content, as always, follow me on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Bookit, Instagram, you name it. I'm on there. I'm interacting, engaging, sweating out bets, probably losing some units. As always, this is your host, Trent Attyah, your host of the Attyah Hour. Thank you for sticking around and have a great Wednesday and just book it.